What if I told you the Dodgers are secretly preparing a blockbuster move that could completely transform their championship chances, but it might cost them one of their brightest young stars? The latest injury update has created serious concern inside Los Angeles, and now one of MLB's biggest names has suddenly entered the trade conversation. Stay with us until the end, because the Dodgers' next decision could change the course of their entire season. The Los Angeles Dodgers have officially transferred Will Smith from the 10-day injured list to the 60-day injured list, a move that immediately sent shockwaves through the baseball world. While many fans initially believed Smith's neck injury would keep him out only a few weeks, this latest update tells a very different story. Instead of moving closer to returning behind the plate, the Dodgers' all-star catcher is now expected to miss significantly more time, creating one of the biggest question marks on the roster. Will Smith has already been sidelined for more than a month because of persistent neck discomfort. After being moved to the 60-day injured list, he won't even be eligible to return before August 5, and even that date is far from guaranteed. More importantly, the organization still cannot provide a clear timetable for when their starting catcher will actually be healthy enough to resume baseball activities. At first glance, this transaction may appear to be nothing more than a routine roster move. By transferring Smith to the 60-day injured list, the Dodgers created an open spot on their 40-man roster, giving the front office more flexibility ahead of the trade deadline. But according to The Athletic, this move could signal something much bigger. Reports suggest the Dodgers are quietly monitoring the situation surrounding Baltimore Orioles superstar catcher Adley Rutschman. What initially seemed like simple scouting has now evolved into serious speculation that Los Angeles could pursue one of the biggest trades of the season. If that happens, it would instantly become one of the most talked about deals in Major League Baseball. The reason is simple. For a championship contender, catcher is one of the most important positions on the field. Many casual fans focus only on batting statistics, but inside every clubhouse, catchers are often described as the quarterbacks of baseball. They call the game, guide pitchers through difficult situations, study opposing hitters, control defensive positioning, and help manage every inning from behind home plate. When October arrives, those responsibilities become even more valuable. One mistake in pitch selection, one missed defensive signal, one poorly managed inning, that can decide an entire playoff series. The Dodgers know this better than anyone. Without Will Smith, they lose not only one of their most productive hitters, but also one of the team's emotional leaders, and one of the pitcher's most trusted partners. That's exactly why Adley Rutschman has become such an attractive target. Rutschman isn't simply an excellent offensive player. Around baseball, he's widely respected for his leadership, baseball IQ, defensive skills, and ability to elevate an entire pitching staff. He consistently controls games with his communication, preparation, and calm presence behind the plate. Those are qualities every championship team wants. Imagine pairing a catcher like Rutschman with a rotation that could eventually include Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Blake Snell, and Tyler Glasnow, once everyone returns healthy. On paper, that combination would give Los Angeles one of the strongest pitching groups in baseball. But acquiring a player of Rutschman's caliber would never come cheaply. The Baltimore Orioles understand exactly how valuable he is. If they're going to trade one of the faces of their franchise, they'll demand an equally valuable package in return. According to reports, one of the first names expected to enter those discussions is Dalton Rushing. For years, Rushing has been considered one of the Dodgers' best young prospects. His left-handed power, offensive upside, and long-term potential made many believe he could eventually become the organization's future catcher. However, talent alone isn't always enough. Throughout this season, questions have started emerging about Rushing's maturity and emotional control during high-pressure situations. Several emotional outbursts on the field have reportedly caused concern inside the organization, raising doubts about whether he's fully prepared for the expectations that come with playing in Los Angeles. The Dodgers demand more than talent. They expect professionalism, they expect composure, they expect players to remain focused regardless of the pressure surrounding them. Those expectations become even greater when working alongside superstars like Shohei Ohtani. Reports have also suggested there have been moments when Rushing and Ohtani struggled to establish the chemistry expected between a pitcher and catcher. Whether those concerns are significant enough to affect the Dodgers' long-term plans remains unclear, but inside an organization built around winning championships, every detail matters. If the front office believes Rushing isn't the ideal long-term fit behind the plate, including him in a trade package for Adley Rutschman suddenly becomes much easier to justify. Still, Rushing may not be the only player who could leave Los Angeles before the trade deadline. Another familiar name has quietly entered trade discussions, and if the Dodgers truly decide to go all in for another World Series championship, even fan favorites may not be safe. For years, Hernandez has been one of the heartbeats of the Dodgers clubhouse. Whether it was delivering clutch postseason home runs, playing multiple defensive positions, or bringing unmatched energy to the team, he has repeatedly proven why teammates and fans admire him. His versatility has allowed manager Dave Roberts to use him almost anywhere on the field, making him one of the club's most valuable utility players. But baseball can be ruthless. The Dodgers aren't just trying to build a good team, they're trying to build another World Series champion. That means every roster spot must provide maximum value. Unfortunately, Hernandez has also been dealing with injuries this season, and there is still no clear timetable for when he'll return at full strength. Even after recovering, there is no guarantee he'll immediately regain his timing at the plate or his defensive sharpness. For a player whose greatest strength is versatility, even a slight decline can significantly reduce his overall impact. Because of that reality, the Dodgers front office may have to make one of the toughest decisions of the season. If moving Hernandez helps bring in an elite catcher like Adley Rutschman, would the organization be willing to say goodbye to one of its most beloved veterans? Emotion says no. Championship baseball sometimes says yes. That is exactly the difficult balance Andrew Friedman must manage. The Dodgers' president of baseball operations has built one of baseball's strongest organizations by making bold decisions without allowing emotions to cloud long-term goals. Time after time, Friedman has shown that if a move improves the team's chances of winning another championship, he won't hesitate, even if it means trading popular players. Meanwhile, Will Smith's recovery remains surrounded by uncertainty. According to manager Dave Roberts, the Dodgers recently decided to completely stop Smith's baseball activities after realizing his neck wasn't responding as expected. For weeks, Smith attempted to throw, hit, and continue portions of his rehabilitation program, but every increase in activity brought the discomfort back. If you enjoyed today's Dodgers update, don't forget to subscribe to Baseball Pulse, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next video.